Hello everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Amanda from our little yellow kitchen, and this has been my kids' first full week back to school. It's Wednesday here. So Chris and I have been starting a mission on decluttering. We are expecting our 5th child in about a month and a half. And we have lived in the same house for almost 12 years, so we have accumulated a lot of stuff. We periodically declutter, but if you have a large family, you know it just keeps coming on in. Everybody has birthdays and Christmas and things like that. So this summer we haven't really gotten a whole lot of anything done other than playing outside and enjoying the weather and enjoying our family and things. So it is time for me to now catch up while I still feel good and I'm not super swollen and I just have Chris. So I'm going to take you on bits and pieces of that. It's all going to be kind of boring. We're preparing to switch rooms around. We have one bedroom in our house that is literally bigger than our living room. So that has both of the boys sleeping in it now, and then we have Allison's toys and stuff in there as well. But with the baby coming, I like to have a rocker, like a lazy boy rocker in my room. I really like to have a changing table for when especially when you first come home and you're just sore, and I would really like to keep this baby away from Chris. He's kind of a savage. So the changing table is a must, and then beds, and Chris still sleeps in a crib most of the night before he gets in bed with me. So we are going to switch rooms around and switch the boys to the smaller room. They got a bunk bed. It's here. My husband just is waiting on a day off work to put it together and switch all the big things that Chris and I can't switch around. We've been doing clothes and decluttering toys and getting a realistic amount of clothes. My kids wear uniforms to school, so they really only need just a few other outfits. We're going to start off with 5 for each of the big kids, like 5 regular t-shirts and a couple of tank tops because it's still extremely hot where we are. I think there's a heat advisory. It's supposed to feel like 102 today. So we're still gonna have tank tops and shorts and things like that. And then there's sweatpants and things for the winter in their drawers. So we're trying to just downsize to a realistic amount of clothes, a realistic amount of toys. And Ellie is a trash hoarder. She has like paper scraps. And so we just today got out 4 bags of broken toys, actual garbage, like half crafts and just stuff like that. And so I have been recording bits and pieces of that. I will bit them together. It's going to take, last time we rearranged like this, it took 2 weeks to get everything together. My husband is planning on switching the big stuff around, like the dressers and the beds and all that, this weekend when he is home from work. And then Chris and I can switch around, the little things that aren't too heavy for me to lift. Like we've done the clothes. The closets are all switched around and things like that. And then the boys, when they don't have school and football and things, they can switch around their toys as well. Allie's toys will just stay back in that room. We got those organized today and it's looking really good. I see a light at the end of the tunnel and it's wonderful. But yeah, so that I'll show you what we do. I have been watching videos about organizing. I am not an organized person in the slightest. I just want to throw everything in the trash and start over. So that's been challenging. I watch a lot of Our Oily House and her minimalism. I'm not quite ready for that yet. So, and I watch The Minimal Mom a lot and Farmhouse on Boone. And so I've done kind of like bits and pieces that I think will be realistic for us that I can keep up with. Yeah, we'll just take you along on that journey and I will let you know how it goes, probably in a few months, how it's holding up for us. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what else you would like to see. Thank you. So I started off in my room. Currently me and Allie sleep in there and Chris obviously sleeps in there as well. And I have all of my stuff, Chris's stuff, and the closet just holds a bunch of random junk. I have a problem saving boxes. Like when I order something online and it's a nice box, I have a very hard time recycling it. And I just want to save it because the kids do sometimes have projects at school where they need a box. And I just in the back of my mind don't want to ever pitch it. I don't know why I'm that way. But I'm just starting off with taking things out of the closet, and I made piles behind the camera of things that needed to go in the trash or the recycling, and then there was 2 tubs of just random clothes and a lot of my regular clothes. When I took my regular clothes out of my dresser to make room for all my maternity clothes, I just kind of put them in tubs. But it's time to get realistic about what I am and not what I actually am, and what I'm actually not going to be able to wear again after the baby's born. I still have clothes that I just was hoping that I would get back into from before Allie was born, and I did go through and put those in a donation bag. We ended up with 6 bags of things to donate, 2 tubs of things to save for the kids, actually 3 tubs of things to save for the kids. Because we do have so many other children, we save things for them to grow into in the attic, and we have a tub of uniform clothes and things like that to save. It comes in very handy. So now I have a tub that I had in my closet, and I'm going through it and making piles of what someone can wear. There's uniform stuff in there. I found my robe belt in there, a baby wrap that I just don't like that we're going to put in a bag and donate, shirts that I just have way too many of to donate. This is the second tub that was in my closet of random clothes and things like that. This one was mostly my clothes that are not maternity clothes. It's my regular clothes. So I'm just kind of reorganizing it and reading tags and seeing what I realistically will be able to fit into again and what is just really outdated and things like that. Chris is super into Lightning McQueen and Disney's Cars right now, so he was really excited when we found this little shirt that used to be Adam's, and he immediately had to put it on, so that is now in his clothes rotation. I also realized after the fact of recording that my phone, which I do record on for now, was turned the wrong way, so I apologize for some of the weird angles. But I just figured that done was better than perfect, and there was no way to go back and record it over again. So one of these days I will get better at the camera angles. So for this one, I apologize. Now that those tubs are cleaned out, we are back in my bedroom, and I'm going through all of the things that I had hung up in my closet, which was 90% regular clothes. I have shorts in there that I haven't been able to wear in years, and even if I could ever fit into them again, they are way shorter than I would like them now that I have had 5 children and have stretch marks, and you have children, you know how that is. So I'm just going through and making bags of things to donate that I'm never going to wear again, or that my style has just changed, and things that I just realistically know that I am never going to wear again. Now I am going through the baby's little dresser. We got so many things given to us. We got a lot of things at garage sales. So this has all of her newborn stuff is up in the top drawer. So the bottom 2 drawers are bigger things that I have just washed and put in these drawers, but I would like to get them put in a tub and put up in the attic, so that way when I need them, I know where they are, but at the same time, they're not taking up space that I could use for diapers or, what have you in her dresser. Something that has helped me minimize my clothes, Chris's clothes, and then things for the baby is downsizing from an actual dresser, which we totally had. We have an extra one right now, but there's just so much space in them that I feel obligated to fill up that space. So having these little plastic dressers, I call them, keeps me accountable for having a realistic amount of clothes. When it starts getting too full and I can't shut the drawers, I know that it is time to downsize and keep a realistic amount of things. That way there is not a gigantic pile of laundry on my couch all the time that I just can't keep up with. Having so many people in our house. And then I do plan to cloth diaper our baby. Her name's going to be Ashley when she is born, so we are going to cloth diaper her. So that will be adding laundry as well. So if I can cut down on the clothes being washed, that would be fabulous. Otherwise, I have, my kids will just wear clothes and clothes and clothes, and the laundry just piles up. And if there's less clothes, then you just have to keep up on it, or your kids are going to run out of clothes. And that has been wonderful, and it has been really holding me accountable for having less things and less laundry. Now I'm just going to quickly sweep out the bottom of the closet. It had cobwebs and Legos and dust. And next I'm going to start taking out the stuff in the boys' bedroom. I started on Cole's side, but Cole has a lot of things that needed downsized, and Adam has actually been pretty good with the things in his closet about keeping a realistic amount of things. He has 2 dress shirts that are not school shirts with long sleeve. He has 2 that are short sleeves, and he has a few sweatshirts and a jacket and some things that he can wear to school. So after I got all of the boys' stuff out and went through it, I went in Allie's room and got out all of her stuff that could be hung up. So like her school shirts and her sweatshirts and her sweaters and her dresses. And so now I am just hanging her stuff up in here because she will also be sleeping in here. We are going to put her own bed in here, and which we've attempted before. But she is older now, so we are just all about team sleep here, and whatever gets me the most sleep, whether that's kids in my bed or kids in their own bed, I don't really care as long as we're sleeping. It does not matter to me where we are sleeping or my husband. It just, as long as we're sleeping, we are all happy. That is the most important thing in our family, is sleep. Not where we sleep, just that we are sleeping. So now I'm hanging up Allie's pants, and this is pretty much all I got accomplished for this day. I finished up putting everything in the closet, and I put everything in bags and moved it out to the breezeway. And then Chris woke up from his nap, and then it was time to go get the kids from school. So this was pretty much day 1. I got the hang-up clothes switched around, bags of things to donate, and that was pretty much it. It took forever. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be who knows what. It'll be along the lines of what comes next for us. Downsizing, switching rooms, and putting a bunk bed together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.